I don't not have lashes on. It's so weird. Hi guys, welcome to another florist video. Today I will be teaching you my way of doing these two techniques. Hopefully these two techniques help you what I'm talking about, the flat style and then this like standing Korean style, I guess you can say. So a little disclaimer that I do want to say before I start. There is no right or wrong way on how to wrap. Everyone's wrapping is unique. This is just the way that I taught myself how to wrap. I have been doing this for 4 years. I first started with gift wrapping paper. Still practicing till this day. I'm learning more styles every day. I'm gonna teach you guys how I do my wrapping. Everyone's work is differently and unique, and that's the good thing about this whole floral community. Everyone is different in their own way. So let's get started. So I'll be showing you guys the supplies that I'll be using for these two techniques. And if you do want to purchase them, I'll be saying where I buy them. First two items, one wrapping technique, I will be using the red. And then the second wrapping technique, I'll be using this light pink. I get both of these papers either from Amazon or Temu. I highly suggest Temu or Shein. Rose stem cutter right here. Just like I said, from Temu, Shein, or Amazon. Be using some tape. I do suggest double-sided tape, those glue dots. I don't have those with me right now. I'm teaching you how I do it with tape. One thing I did forget is my rose cleaner, which I'll show a picture right here. You can get that from Amazon, Temu, or Shein. Those three stores are basically gonna be your best friends. I like to get my ribbon from Temu, also Shein, 25 yards, it's like $2. Use wholesale roses, but for today's video I decided to do some grocery store flowers just so I can give the girls that don't have a vendor some motivation and confidence that you do not need to use wholesale flowers or wholesale roses. I do suggest finding a vendor. I have 4 dozen red roses. I have Freedom and Explorer. Those are the names of these 2 roses. Pretty much all the supplies I'll be using. Let's get started. I'm not really gonna go in depth of the flowers because obviously the focus of this video is the wrapping. One little tip. The advantage of using grocery store flowers, they do come with flower food already. I highly suggest saving all of these. My customers take a pack of flower food with their bouquet whenever they leave. Do this from hand. Basically, you're just gonna take all the greenery off. A lot of people like to leave the green stems, which is totally fine, whatever works for you, but I like to have a full clean stem. All like the dead, dry petals. Your rose should look like this. Okay, so all my roses are clean. I got each bag $16. It was $14.99, obviously with tax and everything. I'm still trying to figure out my angles when it comes to recording. I'm still new to this. For this first bouquet, I will be using 2 dozen roses. I am gonna start off with the flat style. I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to form my flat styles. And I just like to start off maybe with like 8 roses. I like to go like this. I like to place them all straight in a line, just like that. We're gonna start off with 7 roses, okay? Hold it in a bunch like this. Wrap some tape around it. You see all these gaps right here? Like, you're just gonna fill it in with the rose. I'll show you guys. This long. And then you're gonna do it again. 3 to 4 rows. Around with it. Petals off that look dead to you. This is how your bouquet should start to look. 4 rows. I'm gonna grab these like this, and I'm just gonna cut them at an angle. Stems are pretty even. I'm gonna grab another piece of tape. And I'm gonna go like this. That. Always gonna come folded, to be honest. I'll use around 6 to 7 papers, maybe. You're gonna open it up like a square, right? And you're going to fold it like this. It's going to look, and all you're gonna do is just fold this part. A lot of girls use staplers, a lot of girls use glue dots, a lot of girls use tape, a lot of girls use double-sided. Whatever works for you. I like to use tape, and I've always used tape. This is gonna be the start of our paper. Grab your bouquet and you're just gonna put it on top. Just show you a top view of how that looks. You're gonna grab your tape and you're going to put it on this corner, and you're just going to tape it onto a stem that you see. You're gonna do that to the other side. Stick it to the back of the paper and then put it on a stem. This is what you have, right? This is how your bouquet is looking right now. One tip, whatever you do on one side, you're gonna want to do it on the other side, just so everything looks even. So you're basically going to fold it like this around. And you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna tuck it in all the way and go like this. You end up with something like this. I'll show you guys one more time. And you're gonna do it right here. Hopefully you guys can see. You're gonna tuck it under, and basically this is how you get that flap. And then you're gonna grab your piece of tape and you're gonna go like this. Stick it onto a stem. I like to do with this bottom part, the remainder of the flap. Basically, I like to wrap it around my bouquet just like this and add some tape and close it off just like this. Just to really secure it, I have some tape from this end right here and add it to that. A front view of how that is looking. I'm gonna grab the front and you're gonna tuck it all the way and just make it like a little circle like this, just like all the way like that. Okay. You're gonna make sure this is leveled to this at the same level, just so everything can look the same. I'm gonna grab the tape and do the same thing. You're gonna tape it to the stem like this. You're gonna go all the way around until it's really tight and secure that. This side over here, just like that. So let me be looking just like that. I don't want to use another whole paper because I'm trying to save as much supplies as I can. In half, as straight as possible as I can. Basically gonna do the same thing with this. You're gonna tuck it over and you're gonna tuck this one over like this. You're gonna end up with these little like flaps, I guess you can say. To the bouquet again, but you're just gonna go a little lower than the first one just so you can have those levels. You're gonna stick it to the stem. I like to leave this there for now. Tape the bottom at it just so everything can be straight. Right, top view, as you can see the levels. Tuck it all the way like this, and you're gonna grab this one and fold it like this. You're gonna add some tape to that and tape to the other side. So this is where my OCD comes in. I like to make this like DIY double-sided tape, and you can use your glue dots for this, but I like to add some tape wherever I think the flaps look a little weird, just like that. Do that lower. Each time you're just gonna go lower than the first time. Basically, you're gonna repeat the same process. Tuck this side, everything is leveled. play with the roses as well. Make sure everything looks even. I am gonna cut these flaps off just like that. I always like to cover it with another piece of paper, fold it right in half, and I basically like to put it right here. First go like this, tape it from the bottom. Pretty much how you wrap this bouquet. This would put it right here in the center, tight enough where it's tight but it doesn't crease your paper. Just like that. Fold this, cut it at an angle just so you get that perfect little triangle look. One little tip, if you do have like this weird excess little ribbon, I do like to get a lighter, and I do like to go over it gently just so it can really secure it. This is the first wrapping technique. So let's move on to the next technique. It's not a flat style bouquet. I'm not gonna go in depth on how I make my bouquets because that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is a wrapping technique. I know a lot of girls are wondering how to get a flat style bouquet. So basically, after every layer or a little higher than what I previously did, just so it can be flat, not lower, because then you're gonna get like a mushroom shape bouquet. And it's just go higher than the previous layer of roses, just so it can all be flat. Tightly around, just like that. As you can see, it's a perfect circle in my opinion. Now let's get to wrapping her. For this style wrapping, you're gonna grab your piece of paper, and like I said, mostly all flower papers are folded already. Start off like this. You're gonna fold this side like this, and then you're gonna side like this. So like this. I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna put my bouquet right here. So basically like this. 4 fingers. I like to mess with my paper a lot. I like to pull it up and kind of go like this, just so I don't get as much creasing. I am gonna get creasing with this style of wrapping though, but just so I can get minimal creasing. And the inside, you really want to push the paper out. Just like I said, you don't get as much creasing. And just like that, okay? Just like this. To not use as much paper, you're gonna cut this in half carefully right through the middle. This part, you're just gonna fold it just like this. Okay, right to the top of that. The top, just like this. And take that, just like that. The bottom part. Just fix your paper while you're going. Fold it and then put it under. Make sure everything is leveled. Good. That's when you tape it. Remaining flap of the paper, just go around it. Put a piece of tape. Just go around. Just like that. Start doing my floral arrangements. I usually like to have my paper cut already just for the process to be faster, but since I'm doing this tutorial, I just want to show you guys physically what I'm doing. Like these type of flaps right here. What you're gonna do, you're just gonna do like an S. Think about it like an S. Go like that, and then like that. Okay, there you go. You're basically gonna add this to the side, basically like that. A little awkward right there. This is where your double-sided tape, your glue dots would come in handy. And make my own DIY double-sided tape. And just tape it like that. Just where the flaps don't move everywhere. You're gonna fold it. Fold the opposite side. And then fold it again. Just like that. So just like that, make sure it's leveled. This is how your bouquet should start looking. Just like that. Do matte, shiny, matte, shiny. You're basically gonna do the same thing. You're gonna fold it once, fold it twice, side first. And then you're gonna put it and level it at the same first one, just like that. Tape it to the sides here. Basically gonna put this in the center. Tape it down lightly. I'm gonna put that right there. This is how your bouquet should be looking like if you have followed all the directions. There was not a lot of directions. It's all about just folding the paper, making sure everything is leveled right. Tape it right here. I'm gonna do the matte side just because we used matte at the beginning. So let me cut that. And then you're just gonna wrap it around. And then I'm gonna add some tape to the back side because that's where it ends. The last part, I'm just gonna add the bow. I did get this tool from Walmart. It's a pink, light pink sparkly tool. And I'm basically just gonna wrap a normal bow, just like that. I'm gonna make it smaller, not even. There you have the cute little bow. And here I have both wrapping techniques done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, hopefully I did my best by explaining how I wrap these techniques. I did get inspired by the first wrapping technique by my friend Dulce. I'll add her Instagram right here. I'm not saying I came up with these techniques. I honestly taught myself how to do these. If you guys want to recreate them, you do not have to tag me, but if you like, you can tag me. You can send me a message to see how yours turned out. I would love to see your guys' recreations. You can send me a message or tag me on Instagram or tag me in a comment. I would love to see your guys' recreations. But thank you so much for watching. I will definitely have more wrapping techniques and more tips and tricks on this YouTube. Follow me on my Instagram pages, on my TikTok, and follow my supply page. We're almost at 10K and I will be giving a circuit. Bye guys.